Behind the scene they work very hard to do what they do, to stay motivated. This is the teacher's reality show. This is the teacher's reality show.
The Teachers Naija reality show.
Scholarship opportunity for educators who want to acquire postgraduate diploma in education from local and international universities. The Chartered Institute of Educational Practitioners UK, CPUC, hereby invites all qualified educators to register now and enjoy tuition scholarship for postgraduate diploma in education (PGDE) from local and foreign partner universities across the globe. Register online for entrance examination at www.icontest.ciepuk. CPUC understands the high cost of PGDE across the globe. Therefore, we hereby present this great opportunity for you to enjoy PGDE tuition scholarship scheme. Take advantage of this scholarship opportunity and register now as we have limited slots for applicants. This opportunity is brought to you by CPUC in partnership with Teachers Naija TV reality show. Announcer Professor Marcel Ezewonye, President, CPUC Africa Region.
Good morning, teachers.
Good morning, sir.
Should I say congratulations? You started quite a good number and just very few of you have left. That shows good signs, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
We are going to the next task. You will be shown a picture of a scene, more or less an instruction, which depicts some of the things we teachers receive. And as teachers, implementers of the curriculum, we are not supposed to be robots. We have the duty of analyzing all instructions, including instructional materials, and see how well it fits our purposes. And being able to see what is wrong, what is good, how it affects us, and what can be done to make it better. That is one of the qualities of a good teacher. You will be given 4 minutes to look at the picture and talk about it, what you observe, how it applies to your profession, and how you can do or what you normally do in a situation like that. I wish you good luck. As usual, you will be scored out of 100 marks. You will be scored for your ability to identify what is wrong, if there is, in the instruction or in the picture. Your ability to say what can be done to improve it, if there is a need for improvement. And then the impact of that experience when you get back to your school as you teach. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I've had a look at the picture.
Okay.
What can you say about it?
I think there is a man, an instructor sitting, giving all the animals an instruction that they should climb the tree. But what I can see from the picture, I can see, I think, a fish in the middle, and which other animal? So from what I can depict from the picture, I think the only animals that can climb this tree will be the monkey, the bird, the elephant possibly cannot climb a tree, then the fish cannot climb a tree, then that animal, I don't know what it's looking like because I cannot really decipher what actually is that animal. But from what I can see, the only animal that can climb this tree that the instructor wants them to climb is the monkey and the birds.
So what is your judgment based on the instruction?
I think it's an exam given to the animals. We should carry out an exam based on the ability of a particular, let me just bring it to the classroom now. If it is to be in the classroom, we'll carry out an examination based on the ability of the children, because there are some, they are very slow, some, they are very fast, some, they assimilate easily, some, it takes them time. So if an exam is to be conducted, it should be based on their ability individually, from what I can depict from the picture.
So, what does that tell you about exam system in our school system?
Okay, exam system in our schools today, I would say children should be examined based on their ability, because whenever we are having exams, you see some children, those ones that do very well, the ones that are very, very intelligent, you see them topping the class. Then the ones that are slow, they are not used to, in terms of pace and assimilation, they are like backward, but there are some other things you bring them to do, you see them excelling. So exams should be based on the pupil's ability.
Okay. What would you do to change the exam system in your school if there is a need for it?
What I personally will do, I would have to evaluate the pupils' ability. Because I remember when I first of all started teaching, I taught in a crest section. We had to call them one after the other, not like you give them generally to write, because some they might be in that mood. You call a child to come and do an exam that minute. The child is not in the mood. Then when you give the child some time, you motivate the child, say some positive affirmation to the child. You call the child again, you see the child doing better than some other children. So I would say if I'm to change the system, I would want examination to be individual and based on the pupils or the child's ability.
Are you done?
Yeah, I think I am.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Look at the screen, analyze what you see, and if there are problems, you let us know, and how it applies in your school system as you know it, and what can be done to correct it.
I feel there's no problem.
Good.
Because looking at this, taking it back to my classroom, I need to take all of the students equally.
Okay.
Whatever I do to A, I must do to B, and I must do to the rest of them. Not minding whether they are brilliant students, average students, or slow learner. They all must be treated equally, their background notwithstanding.
Okay. So what do you see here?
I can see the animals to be my students.
Yes.
Then where they have to be the classroom environment, then I have the instructor, the educator seated, and the tree behind meaning their exam for them to climb.
Yeah. So who are the students?
The animals.
Do they have names?
Elephants, I can see an elephant.
Yes.
I can see a monkey. I can see fish.
Yes.
I can see a goat.
Yes.
I can see a crocodile.
Okay.
And I can see a bird.
And what is the instruction?
They have to climb the tree.
Good. What do you say about that?
I'm sure the first to climb the tree will be the monkey,
Yes.
then followed by the bird.
Yes.
I don't know how the fish is going to cope. Even the dog.
So if you are the teacher, you've set the exam for the monkey to pass. Is that right? You've already predetermined that monkey should pass the exam.
Yes.
Is that right? Is that a fair examination?
It is not. I'm supposed to set the exam for all of them to pass and not just the monkey.
Oh, all to pass,
Yes, sir.
not all to do according to their abilities.
At least I should have like 90% out
pass.
of 100. Yes, sir.
That's good. So when you get to your school, how are you going to conduct your examinations?
By the time I get back to my school, I won't set the exam for only the monkey to pass, because looking at this favors the monkey and the bird. So I will ensure that the examination I'm going to be setting for my students will be practicable, will be something that will be applicable to their daily life, so that all of them will, I'll be fair in judging them and even in the exams I'm setting for them.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Have a look at the picture and analyze it as you perceive it.
Okay.
When you are done, you can talk.
Okay, so I'm done.
That's right. Go ahead.
All right. The picture obviously has an instruction, but then the participants or the people that are going to carry out the instruction do not all have the same abilities. So you look at the picture, you see an elephant, a dolphin, a monkey, a fish, a penguin, and I think that's a dog or a wolf. And then I think a bird as well. Now, the action climb is not very particular to all of the animals there except one. So meaning that if all of them have to, obey this instruction, only one animal here would be able to actually carry out the instruction. Now, the instruction is not fair. If all these were learners in my class, I would be teaching only one person. And that means that I'm being quite unfair because I'm not teaching according to the abilities of my learners. As a teacher, I'm supposed to find out what strength lies with each of my learners and how each of them can use that strength to grow to the same point. And that's where fairness comes in. So the way I access a fast learner won't be the same way I access an average learner, won't be the same way I get to access a slow learner. So I think that if I, as a teacher, giving instructions in my classroom or having them do class activities or tasks, I have to take into consideration the strengths and weaknesses of every child in my classroom. I think that's what I can get from this picture.
So when you get back to school,
yes,
what would be your reaction to general instructions that are dished out by headmasters and headmistresses?
Okay. As they call it, they are instructions. And then I read somewhere that says, learn all the rules so that when you want to break them, you break them like a pro, right? So what that means for me is I get an instruction, I apply it as the situation tells me, or I apply it with whatever situation I find, before me. That's how I'm going to go about that with regard to instructions given to me by my superiors in school.
Anything to add, or you're done?
Don't really have anything to add. Okay, to add to this, even though I don't get to, instructions are given, you try to carry them out as best as possible. Now, sometimes I may not go every I dotted and every T crossed the same way it is, or they expect that I would do it, and I would have my reason.
Now look at the screen, there is a picture. You are expected to analyze it, see its applicability to our school system, how that will affect you as a teacher, and what take home you would have as a result of this picture as you practice as a teacher.
All right. Going through this picture.
Now, I'm seeing the instruction saying, please climb that tree, that's for, and I'm seeing different animals. If I'm to relate it to my classroom, we have the high flyers, we have the middle, we have the average learners, and we have the slow learners. Now, I can see different kinds of animals. If I want to pick on the best animal to to get to the top of the tree first, I'll pick the bird, and I'll move to the monkey before talking about other animals. Now, if I want to relate this to my class, we have the high flyers, they are the fast learners, they find every task easy to overcome with little or no effort. Then we have the average learners, they have to just put in 1 or 2 efforts, have to think outside the box before they make it, while we have the slow learners. Some people find them impossible to teach. But if I relate this to my class, I'd rather have a lesson plan that will carry everybody along. It has to be interactive, it has to be outside the box. That is why we have the 3 domains of education, the cognitive, affective, and the psychomotor. Some people, the moment you say define, they can always define, but some others, you have to be practical before they can pick out something out of the topic you are trying to teach. So I'd rather include a lot of activities in my lesson plan to carry everybody along, including the slow learners. Then we don't have one test to test all learners. You rather pick every other domain of education in order to bring out the best of all learners, all round, and not just one.
So when you look at this picture,
Yes.
the different animals you so identified, is it about slow learning or it is about ability to learn?
Ability, not every child.
Look at the picture.
Okay,
I'm talking
sir.
about the picture.
Okay, ability, yes, we have ability.
Yes. How many of them have the ability?
The bird, the monkey, the dog, or the fox can always make an attempt, but the fish cannot even attempt climbing the tree.
So is this an instruction or an examination? The way it is.
Is an instruction and also can be taken as an examination.
Well, I mean instruction. I mean, is it a teaching or it is a test?
Teaching.
Yeah.
It's a test.
Fine. So what do you say? Say for a fair selection.
It's
Is
not
it a fair?
It's not fair.
So what makes it unfair?
It makes it unfair because some don't even have the ability of climbing the tree at all. So one has to modify the instruction or the teaching methodology to suit everybody, to carry everybody along.
We're talking of tests.
Test.
What does that teach you or what does that tell you about examination?
It tells me my exam has to carry everybody along because not everybody's ability can cope with the instruction given.
Is it exam carrying everybody, one exam carrying everybody?
Before the examination, your teaching would have graded everybody, would have carried everybody along to prepare them for the test.
So we can teach an elephant, teach a fish to be able to climb a tree.
That is why I said you carry everybody along by giving different tests, not one particular one, in order to carry.
But this one is climb a tree is one test.
It's not fair.
So what would you do?
I would rather modify my own test.
So what would you have?
I would have said in terms of walking. Yes, some should walk. Those that can walk, you match them together. That's where grouping method comes in, where you pair in classes. You pair them according to their abilities.
Okay. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Have a look at the screen. It's a picture. You have to analyze it as you were instructed.
Okay, from the picture I see, it's more like a teacher and examiner with the students. But then, the students have different abilities. The elephants may not be able to climb. There are students who may not have the ability to climb the tree. So giving them instruction to all climb the tree as a form of examining them won't be the right thing, my thought. Because we have individual differences and we all have different abilities and capabilities. One might be good at this, the other might be good at something else. And then if students can be examined based on their abilities, we'll get out the best in them. If they are being examined equally, you might just end up killing the inbuilt abilities of a particular individual and then promoting that of another. And we can't actually judge them by that. We could give, for instance, you might say, okay, everyone draw a tree. There are students who are good at drawing. That's their strong point. You're promoting them. There are persons who can't just draw, but they are good at speech. They could speak more. Then giving the same examination for all of them, it might kill the inbuilt ability of the person who likes speaking more. And so I believe examinations should be given based on abilities, so that we can promote the inbuilt traits of every student collectively.
So what is your take about our examination, that every student writes the same thing? What's your take?
Yes, I know that in education system we have here, we administer the same examination for all, but I don't think it's the right thing to do. We should consider having a balanced examination techniques. We could have tried to examine both psychomotor, affective, and cognitive generally, so that we can identify each child, it will be balanced and each child will have their abilities show up. So I don't think the way we administer examination now is actually ideal. We could give time for some time, verbal examination it's ideal to have that done to help those who have whose strength relies on that to equally express themselves and get the best out of the students.
So when you get back to your school, what would you do differently?
Well, I think I've actually learned a lot. I think examination will be individualized for me.
Right.
Okay, what I can see here is that we have different kind of people now. I'm relating it to real life situation and classroom situation.
What is it on ground first?
Okay, I can see a teacher or a judge sitting in front of a table and facing different caliber of animals or different caliber of people. Now they are not of the same size, neither are they of the same status. They have different abilities.
Yes.
So that's what I can see. And they are meant to do the same thing. And I do not think it's a fair selection because every one of them have different capabilities and ability. But I noticed something, that there's a wow in front of the monkey. Apparently the monkey can jump and can go around on trees. So that's like an advantage for the monkey. So in my classroom situation, I know that every child has different ability and every child has do things differently, they assimilate differently. So I shouldn't use, even if I'm reaching for a goal, there are different methods. And in my experience in Montessori teaching, I believe that you should use different patterns of teaching for different children. I could have 10 different children on the table, but I'm aiming for one goal, but there are different ways to achieve that same goal, that every child is carried along and everybody achieves that goal by using their own strength and helping their weakness. So I do not think that this picture is, according to what is written, is a fair selection. No. Every one of them have different abilities here, and they should be treated according to their abilities.
Does this send a message to our school system way of examining candidates?
Okay, in my learning, in our school system way of examining candidates, okay, I'm currently on my PGD, so I learned something very profound, that when you're setting your questions, you start from the simplest to the middle, then to the most difficult. So in that way, everybody is carried along. Even if the least child cannot answer the most difficult, at least the child has been able to answer like an average of the question. So I think that our school system of setting questions is fair because they carry along every child, starting from the little ones to.
But this one is saying all of you do the same task.
All of us do the same task. Are we doing the same task in the same way?
That's what I'm asking. So what does it tell you?
Okay, what this tells me is that if it says, please climb that tree, then we're not doing it the same way. How are we climbing the tree? That's what we should be looking at.
So, having looked at this picture,
yes, sir.
You are going back to your school as a teacher.
Yes, sir.
What impact would it have on you?
Okay, what this impact will have on me is that the first thing is I set a goal. And I know the goal I want to accomplish, then check out my learners' abilities and their capability. What can they do? How do I achieve this goal using their strength to achieve the goal so that we can all be on the same page? That's what I would do. So I'll check out their abilities, then work with their abilities and try to improve on their weaknesses and help their strength grow better or become better.
Okay,
yes.
Thank you.
You don't know them, you can't see them, and you don't even know where they are. But they are watching you, waiting to steal your usernames, passwords, sensitive data, and take over your accounts. Until now, introducing
Cyberwatch Hive. Book an appointment with us today for seminars and workshops on cybersecurity, vulnerability assessments on servers, software, and networks. We develop software and web applications to meet our clients' needs. Contact us now. Cyberwatch. Securing the cyberspace.
Look at the screen, analyze what you see, and as we have been instructed, tell us what you think and can be done and how it applies to you as a teacher.
For me, look at the picture, sir. All the animals here. If the task has to be fair, all the animals here cannot do the same thing. Because some can climb, while some can't. For example, it will be easy for a monkey to climb and very fast. It will be difficult for an elephant to climb a tree. Either for fish to climb a tree as well. So for them to take the same task by climbing, it can never be fair to me.
Do you see a scenario like that in our school system?
Yes, sir.
How?
You know, in my school, or in our school, we have different learners with different IQ. Some are with high IQ, some low. We have some slow learners. So in the school, if I give them the same exam, though they are being open to the same curriculum, the same topics, but it's not easy for them to gain the same thing if you have to consider the way they learn. So for a slow learner, it will be difficult for such students to attain the position which the fast learner will attain, maybe by scoring in this task. So it will be very, very difficult to have this task to the same student in class.
You are talking of slow and fast learners.
Yes, sir.
Is the challenge here between a monkey who is fast to climb than an elephant that is slow to climb, or what is it? How does that relate to?
The question says, for a first selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree.
Yes.
To me, the person that is instructing is telling them that they should climb. Maybe that's the task they are going to do. So looking at if I may put this animal, my students, looking at them, I'm not being fair. Because in my school too, we have a problem. We have some child that are challenged, they are challenged, some are handicapped, and some of them, they are physically challenged. So for them to have this kind of a text, it will be difficult. It will be difficult in my school. So if I had to be the instructor, I'll make sure I try in my own way to differentiate between what to be done. And also, in giving the task for the fast learner too, I must consider them so that I won't give the slow learner the lower task. Because if you are thinking of the fast learner, they are taking the risk. Why, if you are now reducing the time of the task to be done by the slow learner, it will be difficult in time of scoring, and that will be not fair as well.
Is that all?
Then, sir, as a teacher, I should be able to identify the character of each student before giving them a task. If it happened to me, I will make sure I try to categorize the task and I find the one that will be easy for all the students to do, sir.
All right.
Are you done? Yeah.
Okay, the instruction I have that says for a first selection, everybody has to take the same exam. Please climb that tree. Now, looking at the animals clearly, I can see that it's not all of them that are able to climb that tree. They are not made to climb that tree. I can see the monkey can climb, but the dolphin is meant to be in the water. The elephant is meant to be on the land, same as the fish. And then we have probably the goat or dog over there, and then maybe a bigger fish lying on the floor. So right now, this exam is not going to be fair on all of them because they don't have the capability to do what they are asking all of them to do. If I'm to relate this to my classroom, I think that I should judge students based on what I have taught them, based on their level. The evaluation should be based on what I have taught them over the time. So it shouldn't be, we have different learners. We have the fast learners, we have the slow learners, and we have the average learners. So teachers are meant to understand their students carefully. If you're trying to take all of them to the same level, at this point in time, it's not going to be possible because the elephant is meant to be on the land. Now, this exam will be suitable for the monkey because ideally the monkey is made to climb on the tree. So I can't give the exam that is meant for a GS1 student to GSS3 students, or an examination meant for GSS3 student to GSS1, trying to maybe place a standard or say, okay, this standard must be really high to test the child. No, it should be based on, okay, from what the child understands and what I have taught the child over time. That is what assessment should be, based on what you have taught the child, not something outside what you have taught the child or what you expect that the child should know. Except probably you've given the child an assignment to do a research, and then you can now test the child based on that assignment. But you must have given the child a clue. The reason why children are in school is they are there to learn. If they knew everything, they wouldn't have come to school. So the teacher has the teacher has to evaluate the child based on the knowledge impacted so far, not something outside what he has taught or what he feels that, oh, the child should know when he has not introduced that child to that lesson or that idea. So going by this analysis, the examiner, I can't say the examiner is right to an extent because it is saying it's a fair selection. It's not a fair selection because I don't think that the fish will be able to climb that tree because ideally it's meant to be in the water. So the environment is not suitable. I think that's part of what we need to consider as teachers too, the environment in which you teach your children. If it's, you can't bring a collection of, brainers, that's those that are really, really intelligent, bring the weak, and you are just teaching them randomly without considering the weak students. And you just, without checking out if the weak have, assimilated what you have taught, you just examine all of them at the same level.
Yeah, let me comment.
Yes,
you
sir.
talk about examining students based on what you have taught.
Yes, sir.
Can the elephant here be taught to climb the tree so that you can give that exam?
Yes, the elephant can be taught to climb the tree. If the elephant is meant to climb the tree, ideally, I can say the elephant can be taught.
You are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
I'm sure you all saw the same picture and you had your reactions. You will recall a popular saying by Albert Einstein that says, everyone is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, the fish will live all of its life believing that it is stupid. And so we expected that to have an impact in your analysis of the examination that says all of the animals, monkey, penguin, elephant, fish, and even a duck or whatever that animal is, to climb a tree. And yet it claimed it was a fair test. Certainly we expected that every one of you would have spotted that that was not fair. It was already skewed to favor one particular animal that has the ability of climbing. Of course, that would have been the monkey. So that test in itself was unfair. And we wanted you to say, what does that portend with regards to examination in the school system? One shot examination for everybody? Certainly no. And of course, as teachers, we know we have people with different abilities. Somebody in relevant technology trying to expertise in carpentry cannot be tested on how to memorize verses like a poet. If you do that, he will end up not passing. But if you test him in his ability to join wood, form, furniture, he will excel. And so examination should be according to people's ability and specialization. What does that tell you in your classroom? These days, special education says we should have mainstreaming. You know mainstreaming? That children of different abilities are put in the same class. You don't take slow learners out or those who are hard to hear out. They all have their own individual abilities. But when you teach and test them, you must recognize their individual differences and test them according to their abilities. Or else, you will kill the potentials in some, making them believe they are worthless. And that is the take home that I want you to take. Every child that you meet in your class has his or her own ability or abilities. Your task is to recognize what he or she can do better and concentrate on that and not use someone else's ability to judge another child. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
At the Way International School is set to be the leading school focused on equipping students with outstanding global leadership skills. From our spacious and serene campus to our top-notch facilities come highly skilled and experienced staff members. Every component of AIS is designed to essentially provide our students with uniquely engaging education that equips them to thrive in today's globalized and dynamic world. We are certain that going with AIS, you have rightly stepped into a pathway to excellence.
It's another beautiful day here at the Teachers Naija reality TV show season 2. And this is the first segment after the big eviction day. Yes. My name is Babashim Fashiru.
And my name is Oyari Oche. Of course, it's always a pleasant experience talking to this housemate after every eviction now because there's usually a mix of emotions. And now we're just going to do just that again. Right now, you're just 8.
8. One man?
3 winners, actually. 3 winners.
No, one
okay,
man.
wait, say one man standing.
One
yes.
man
One man and then 7 ladies. Sounds like
latest,
it's
the latest king of the kingdom.
Sounds like
you feel me?
ladies are ruling this one. I actually got comments, feedback, and people were saying Teachers Naija reality show season 2 is for the ladies. And I go, who run the world?
Look at that.
Well,
we accept. We accept. My brother, keep enjoying Jare, Shedrack. I mean, who is your first queen? Because you have 7 coins now.
Is that look, they're wearing like some uniform or something.
I know. You didn't see that. You did not see that.
I saw it, my brother.
Are you serious?
I saw it.
This is a form of proposal. 7, so this is a first.
Wait. I want to ask you a question. Wait. This is a very huge development from the last time we spoke. Because the last time we spoke, we asked you guys. You said it was friend zone. And then you're talking about time passing. How much time has passed, bro?
3 days. I think 3 days, yeah.
And a lot of time, actually.
Oh, well. So, like, how did you guys go from being just friends to, let's do uncle? And then first queen.
Like seriously. Yes, my first queen on this show. Yeah, you say you're wearing black. You're beautiful this night.
Thank you, darling. Like, I was wondering why you did not tell me. I wanted to cry, but I'm like, okay, since you not see me, well, it's fine.
Come on. So how does it feel like being the first queen, queen?
Like, I mean...
What's it like?
No, we ask them a question. How did they go? They want to avoid it. I see you. You are not avoiding it. Answer us.
Okay. Pick it. Pick up.
Baba Shehu, you just asked me a question.
No, I asked you a question first. So answer that question.
His question prompted my response. Yes, now.
Yes, who is your first queen? And you show it.
Okay, you answered us.
Yes.
Then I ask you. I asked you.
His second queen is
No.
Wait. You guys are not even going to avoid this one. I see what they're trying to do to us, but hey. So tell us, what changed from that time when you guys were just friends to her being your first queen. That's a huge
I don't think I
difference.
want to have this conversation right
But
Yes.
if I'm to understand your
Thank you.
question, you
Yes,
said
Mama.
among the seven,
Seven, the first queen. Yes.
the first queen.
Yes.
If you're asking him your first queen in the world, then he might tell us there might be.
No, but this is still a big development regardless.
I agree, it's a big development, but let's not put him in a very tight corner.
Okay, how about Jennifer?
If you're obsessed, even Jennifer was surprised. She was
She was
shocked.
opening her eyes like,
Jennifer, speak for yourself. Were you
Yeah.
shocked about being his first queen? Were you shocked?
The thing is, hold on.
Okay.
I know that it's not literal at this point, like not queen.
Yeah.
I'm not his queen. As
Queen,
in like
queen.
Yeah, in quotes. It's not literal. It's just contextual. I mean, there are 7 ladies, 1 guy.
Even with a hug, a
and
very
all the
close
rest of
one.
that. So, we're just sitting here. So it's natural that he counts from here. Or something.
Okay, so
I
how
don't
do you
know, I'm just trying to
explain?
figure out.
Fine. How do you explain the ankle? Like, why you guys wearing?
We're not wearing ankle.
It's black. This is like
We're not wearing blue.
But it doesn't matter. Like, you guys chose to wear black together, or it just happened, or like, you guys think alike
Coincidental.
because you think alike, right?
Okay, don't let us push
Let's
you
not
guys.
push you.
Yes, don't let us push you too farther than you want to go. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, but it will be a joy to have the first couple made here on this beautiful show.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But what? Come on. But make it as soon as possible because
You are
because
pressuring them.
the more
You are putting the same pressure.
the farther the year, the more the money you'll be paying me. Are you with me?
Calm down.
Okay. Let's talk about something else.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Hello.
Okay, so we understand that last night was eviction, and of course there were lots of emotions. I want to understand when you guys saw those housemates working, and you, oh my God, I really saw your excitement. Was every one of you excited, or some of you felt like, oh, I wish it would have been this person and not this person? Did anybody feel that way? Honestly, like no judgment.
Okay, fine. Honestly, I was happy to see them, but then I wished one person was back also.
Who's that?
Who?
Marvis.
Did you feel like that too?
Yes.
So why did all of you just concur? When I asked, you didn't answer.
Because we're waiting.
For the first person.
They actually wanted Marvis to stay.
To stay, but
but she's not here, so
okay.
I really wanted her to stay.
Okay, so it really felt nice having to watch, them being evicted, being saved. You guys, you were watching from home. How was the experience?
It was tense actually. It was. I think at some point my heart was almost in my mouth. Yeah, because I can be very strong when I'm talking and giving everybody, don't worry, it's just a competition.
But you're softy inside.
But when the name, like I always tell them, until the name is called, you don't know. You don't know. You can't be so sure. So, but it was. But anyways, it's a competition. We move forward.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of tension, I sense something here. Honestly, I always sense. I don't know. I feel like I have this. Nice one. You didn't get the joke? Okay, for people who don't watch Game of Thrones. Yeah. Oh, Game of Thrones. Yes. Anyway, I'm sensing a little bit told me, let me just say that, a little bit told me that there's this thing, Bukola, Victoria, why did you move from here to here? Did you guys have any squabble or anything like that?
That's the least person I'll have any squabble with.
But Bukola, what's happening?
What's happening?
You've been so to yourself. Is it about yesterday's eviction?
I think so.
I mean, I like the fact that you're beginning to feel that part of you now. It means that the reality is actually dawning on you. And one of the reasons why we are here is to let you know that this is the week, that week of determination.
Yes.
It's whatever you've been doing in the past, you need to just forget about it, and start like you're starting afresh, that passion, that energy you came with, into the house. Because there are a lot of side, these distractions here and there, over the weeks, but now you have to focus, focus. You have to be steady at it. Tell yourself, whatever it is, when it's time for you to talk to the world, to vote for you, you have to do it with your own passion. When it's time for you to do your task, do it like you are not going to need any votes.
Exactly.
Are you with me?
Yes.
And when you want to, talk and you want to, talk to the people for votes, you have to talk like you have not done anything. Do you understand? So that I can compliment, because the joy is, we want the best teacher to win. And we want, at the end of the day, we all want to be happy for the winners. And for everyone, you're all winners. Am I correct, Oyari?
Everything he said. Everything he said. Because you guys are 8s.
I mean,
You're the 8 finalists. That is no small deal.
At all.
It's no small deal. So you have to make Nigerians and Africa to really know that, yes, you deserve to be here. And you make them to see that I deserve to win. And the only way you can do that is to really focus on your task. So Focus.
All right, yeah. Oh, yeah, do it now. Let's go. Everybody, let's focus. The spirit. Oh, yeah, let's go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Focus. Don't stop. Oh, focus. Until I tell you to stop. Focus. Oh, yeah, you're not doing anything.
Sir.
Focus. Yes, Nigerians, that is it. That is what it is. All right. So you want to close the show right now?
Okay. This has been really fun as always. Now you have your 8 finalists here. You know what to do. Vote like you've never ever done before, because these guys depend on you. It always has depended on you. Now it's the time to vote like you've never done before. You do that by going to our website, www.teachersnigeria.com, and use the barcode scrolling right now on your screen.
And also don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, all right? And don't only follow, don't only like, but also make comments so that we can feed you back.
Exactly.
Right?
So
And
thank you very much for voting for us so far. Until we come your way again next time, my name is Ogare.
And then Babashi always
And we're asking you
says,
to
stay focused. All right, let's go. Yeah, Naija.
Why you look? That's
Focus.
Yes.
Focus.
That's the theme for this
Focus.
week.
Hello viewers, it's your girl Gloria Odutola from Peak Lane College International, Alagbule, Ogun State. Thanks so much for your support and your votes. I am overwhelmed. I'm really grateful. God bless you all. Thank you for your vote so far. That's why I'm still in the house and I'm not taking this for granted. I'll keep giving my best because your votes really count. Thank you so much. But you know what? Better is the end of a thing than the beginning. We are at the end of the competition, and this is when I need your votes the more to get me to win. I am pleading, please. Don't stop voting. Please keep the votes coming in. Thanks a lot to Peak Lane staff, Peak Lane parents. You guys are the best. You rock. Peak Lane students, you are wonderful. My wonderful colleagues, God bless you. You know, the Redeemed Christian Church of God, I'm so grateful. I am so grateful. RCCG, City of God Parish, you guys are the best. I love you. Thanks to Delso alumni, God bless you. Comlac O2 said, God bless you. Please keep voting for me. I am counting on your vote to win this competition. You guys have done wonderfully well. Please, let's finish it together. We win. Together we will win. Please just keep voting for me. You know my voting links already, but you know I can still give you the USSD code, which is bank code *000*54990158 to vote for me. And look at your screen below. You see my details scrolling that you can vote for me through those means as well. Thanks so much. I really appreciate. Please, let's do this together. Keep voting for me. Let the votes keep coming in. I want to win. Please, let's win together. Please, vote for me. I am counting on your votes to win this. God bless you all. Thanks to everyone who have given their money for me to remain here and to win. I assure you that it will never be in vain in Jesus' name. May the Lord keep providing for you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for everyone rooting for me and voting massively all this while. Flourish Hall School, Assemblies of God, Nigeria, Castle Naiju, alumni, everyone. I'm so happy and I appreciate your vote so far. And thank you for making me get to this stage. And now is the final. So please, I need your vote massively to get to the top 3. In short, the first. We need the money, yes.
and we need all the fame, please. So please, I'm counting on your vote. Vote massively. Please, my family, my friends, my fans, you all are doing great, but please, let's keep pushing. Vote massively. At this dying minutes, we need to win and win big, please. Go to the site or you use our USSD code, your bank code, *000 star 5499011185, and please just vote massively. Thank you.
Hello Nigeria, hello everyone. This is your favorite housemate once again, housemate number 15. My name is Elmenebo Sister Victoria. I teach in Green Park Preparatory School. You guys have done so well and I'm so grateful. Family members, you have done so well. Thank you for your votes, thank you for your support. It has brought me thus far. I do not take it for granted. But guys, please, this is the last and final lap. Let's keep voting. Till you hear my name as the winner, don't stop voting. It is time to vote. Temple of Glory, Abuja, it's time to vote. Daughters Fulfilling Destiny, it's time to vote. Abuja, 50 million women, it's time to vote. Auntie Temi, please, it is time to vote. Mr. Teso, it is time to vote. We have to bring this home. A Cube Accessories, it's time to vote. Gully Megan Moore, it's time to vote. Please, let us vote aggressively. Don't stop voting. Ewomene Emmanuel, it is time to vote. Joy Tanko, please, I need your vote. Adams Bukola, mobilize vote. Faith, vote, vote, vote. Nigeria, the whole world, I need your vote. I need your vote. We need to bring this home. We need to bring the money home. We need to bring the house home. Please, your vote counts. Every one of your vote counts. Till you hear that name as the winner, do not stop voting. It is time to vote. Thank you so much. I appreciate. Thank you for standing by. Thank you for being with me all along. God bless you. Thank you. Nigeria, God bless you. And you can vote using my USSD bank code, using the USSD code, your USSD bank code, *000 star 5499011817. Ash. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Hello everyone, hello Nigeria, hello Africa. Here is your favorite housemate, number 5, Alabi Abiola Olaide, a teacher from Aguda Junior Grammar School, Surulere, Lagos. I want to say thank you everyone for your vote. Your vote has kept me in the house. The last 8 housemates standing, thank you so much for your vote. I'm really grateful. We need to do more. I need more of your votes to bring home the first prize. My Aguda family, I really need you all at this time. Olas 03, I need you more. Olas General House, I need you all to vote for me massively. The Alabi family, I'm calling on you all and I'm counting on you. Aprocon Education District 4, I need your vote this moment. The whole world, Nigeria, I need your vote. I need your vote. The STEM Club Motivators, I need your vote. I need you all to vote for me to bring home the first prize. You can always vote for me by going to the website www.teachersnaija.com. Click on Alabi Abiola Olaide to vote for me. Or you can use the USSD code, bank code *000 star 54990199 #.
Hello everyone. My name is Faremi Mary Oluwabukola, a teacher from Ansar Islam Junior Secondary School of Akwara State. I'm here once again to say thank you to all the people that have voted me in. I want to say thank you to our descendant tenure. I want to say thank you to my king, all the University of Ilorin alumni, all students of our grammar school, especially in ICC set, my family, my church. I want to say thank you. May God continue to bless you more. Please, I'm here again to seek for more votes. This is the last round, and please, I need more votes. I need your vote to get me the first prize. You can go to the website www.teachersnaija.com, or you can use USSD code bank code *000 star 5499013999 #. Please, of our people, Kwara State, please, Dr. Bukola Saraki, please, I'm begging everyone, please continue voting. All my people in home, in Nigerian and diaspora, please continue voting for me. Of our people, please, I'm your project too. Please don't let me come home. I want to come home with the first prize. Please continue voting, 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 and God will bless you more.
Hello everyone, I am Oyade Jobi Murayo Roselyn, housemate number 2 from Abeson Comprehensive Junior College, Abeson Ipaja, Lagos. I have come to say thank you for voting for me out of probation. I appreciate you all. I have not taken your votes for granted. So far, my task has handed me the principalship of the house. But right now, I need your votes the way every living thing needs oxygen. I need you to vote for me massively. I plead and I call upon the Executive Governor of Lagos State, His Excellency Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, the Honorable Commissioner for Education, Lagos State, Mrs. Adefisayo Folashade, the Tutor General Permanent Secretary, Education District 1, Barrister Mrs. Margaret Titilayo Sholari, all Lagos State teachers, all Information Technology Subject Association teachers of Nigeria. General House, your landlady needs your vote massively. We need to bring this home. Relationship talks and more. Oyade Jobi Campaign Organization, Concerned Parents and Educators Network, Ranch Headquarters, Kings and Queens Lounge. All my students in our Beson Complex, we need to bring this home. We have done it before. We need this. Simply visit www.teachersnaija.com or you use your bank code *000 *5499011142 hash. I need this the way living things need oxygen. Let us bring the golden prize home. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello Nigeria, hello world. I want to thank everyone who's taken out their time to vote for me as aggressively as you've done so far. I want to tell you that I appreciate everything you're doing outside there for me. Your votes, your support, your prayers have brought me thus far. But the show hasn't ended, and this week is the deciding week as to who gets to be the winner. And of course, I know you want your girl to be the one that comes home with the money. But then I'd like to also call on Chrisland School Abuja, which is a part of Chrisland School Limited, one of the best schools in the world. My Holy Cross Catholic Church Apo family, all the One Area and Obidima family members, my PR team headed by Agatha, Federal Government Girls College Oweri, Amiri Youth, everyone, my Facebook friends, my Instagram friends, everyone on my WhatsApp contacts, thank you so much. But this week is a week you need to vote aggressively for your girl. Remember, it's Black Diamond Army. We have to bring this one back home. And to do that, don't forget to go to www.teachersnaija.com and click on my picture and vote as massively as you should. Also remember to use all of the voting platforms that we made available to you. Don't also forget to use my USSD code, which is star your bank code *000 *5499000170 hash. Please, 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 I beg you, vote for me. My name is Jennifer Bidima. I'm contestant number 14.
Hello Nigerians, good evening. Hello Africa, hello family and friends. It's your favorite teacher, Shedrack Amawo from Top Heritage Academy, Plateau State, Just North. I want to really thank you for the voting opportunity. It's your votes that brought me to the house. I really want to say a very big thank you. Please, I need your votes right now. We are the grand finale, and good to know that I'm the only guy amidst 7 ladies. And I must bring this back home. I must bring the trophy back home. Please, I call on my redeemed family. I call on my daddy in the Lord, Daddy E.A. Adeboye. Your son needs your vote right now in the Teachers Naija reality TV show season 2. I call on Top Heritage family. I call on my family and friend. I call on my resident governor, Dr. Simon Bakolalong. Please, your son needs your vote right now. Please, I need your vote like never before. This is the grand finale. I need to bring that prize home. These 7 ladies, no one must defeat me. So I need to bring this prize home. So please, I appeal to you. Please vote for me massively, aggressively. You can vote for me using the USSD code bank code *000 *5499000341 hash, or you can go to the website www.teachersnaija.com. Please, I'm begging you, I need your vote like never before. Thank you.
Here's how to vote for your favorite housemate. For a single vote, use your bank USSD code *000 the contestant's code and then hash. or go to our website www.teachersniger.com. For multiple votes, use your bank USSD code *000, star the contestant's code, star the number of times you want to vote, and then hash.
Everyone has been taught by a teacher. They all grow to become strong leaders. Behind the scene they work very hard to do what we do, to stay motivated. This is the Teachers Reality Show. This is the Teachers Reality Show.